Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I'm in a new room again. This thing with the university, you move rooms quite a lot, but I'm not in Cardiff. If you didn't know already, I am currently on a study abroad semester in LA, which is super exciting, and I've been here for a month now, so I thought now was the time to kind of, sit down and have a chat with you about how I'm getting on so far and kind of like what I've found are the differences between UK and USA in terms of university, because I've been here a month and I'm in my 4th week of classes now, and Cardiff hasn't even started yet. Literally Freshers Week isn't until next week, which means it's another 2 weeks until term starts and classes start, which is kind of sad because I've been working for 3 weeks and I'm now on my 4th. That is one of the differences. So if you want to listen to how I've been getting on and kind of like what the differences I found so far between USA and UK is, then just keep watching. So as I said, I've been here for pretty much exactly a month now. I think it's the 16th today. Yeah, it is the 16th today, and I think I landed on the 16th of August, I think, and it's the 16th of September today. So yeah, I've been here for a month, so I haven't really filmed any clips because obviously I'm settling in, and also we kind of had a Freshers Week equivalent, and I didn't really want to have a camera out the whole time because I just think it's slightly obnoxious to do that with people that you don't know. But yeah, my first week, my dad flew out with me, which was really helpful because it meant he could carry my bags, and also it was far less scary getting here knowing that I had a parent who kind of, even though I was the one that knew what was going on, I had a parent to drive me around and stuff. But yeah, so we started with orientation week. Well, it was international orientation week, so it was just all the international students, so the exchange students for this year and also the freshmen, which is really nice because it meant we got to meet people from different countries, which I feel like Cardiff does have an international community, and I know quite a lot of international students in Cardiff, but not really within my subject, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was nice to meet the other exchange students. There's only 10 in total for the year. I assume some more will come next semester when I'm back in Cardiff, but there's 10 at the moment. And then I also got to meet the freshmen. So we moved into my dorm, which is what you're currently seeing, and I'm going to film a dorm room tour. I just need to tidy up a bit before I do that. But yeah, I've just it's kind of similar to my room in Cardiff in first year. I've got pretty much the same posters. All of these are not posters, postcards and pictures. All of these are from first year. I've got some different ones up here. A lot of these are from last year. And then I have this poster which my mum actually had when she was on study abroad in France, and it says "It's a long way to America" in French, which is kind of fitting. Anyway, international orientation was basically just getting to know kind of the legality of being in the US as an international person on a visa, understanding the university, getting to know where everything is, and then also they kept taking us out on little excursions. So they first took us to Target, and we got taken on one of those big classic American yellow school buses, which we didn't even have school buses at my school. Well, we did, but they were normal kind of British buses, and not many people used them because everyone lived within a mile of the school. But it was kind of a novelty to get to go on an American school bus. They were definitely for children because the seat belts did not fit around me because they were too small. Yeah, so they took us to Target, and then one day, and then another day they took us to Venice and Santa Monica, which I've been to before. I've been to LA twice before, but it was really nice to kind of see those places with new people and people that hadn't been there before, and also to experience it on another level. So I went with a lot of people who, although they're international, they spent a lot of time in the States, so they kind of knew a bit more than me. So we tried funnel cake at Santa Monica, which was really nice, but definitely very unhealthy, and we shared one between 6 of us because there's no way one human being could eat a whole one. They're this big. And then they also took us to Disneyland California, which was super fun because that Disneyland is the first Disneyland, and they've got 2 parks. They've got oh, I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically the same as the Magic Kingdom in Paris. They've got one of those, and then they also have like California Adventure, which is like a different one, and it's got like a huge ride that was like called the Incredicoaster, which I did not go on, but my friends went on, and I watched them go on it, and it like went upside down and stuff, and I was like, But that was super fun to go to Disneyland. And then since then, after international orientation, I had a few days off. My roommate moved in, who you'll probably briefly have met. I filmed a little vlog of the weekend we went up to Griffith Park and went and saw Maren Morris at the Greek Theatre, which is already up. I posted that today. So you can briefly meet her in there. She's amazing, she's really, really lovely, which I'm so thankful for, because I know some people they're not getting on with their roommates, but they're not like making friends with their roommates, and I just wouldn't want to share a room with someone that I didn't get on with. And then obviously classes have started. Now, the academic side is definitely the side that's completely different. Other than food is different here. The academic side is definitely the part that is the most like different to the UK from me. In Cardiff we have 10-week teaching terms, so that means that like my friends haven't even started yet. As I said, they start in like 2 weeks time. My camera battery is flashing, so I'm just keeping an eye on it. But yeah, so I've already been here studying for 3 weeks, and the first thing that really, really shocked me was the amount of work there is. Like, I thought we left homework back in, you know, like sixth form, because we don't do homework in Cardiff. We just have coursework, and you maybe have like 3 to 5 pieces of coursework a semester, whereas here I've already written like 5 essays, because I have at least one essay due in every week, and then I'll also have like a quiz, and then there's also reading. Obviously we have reading in Cardiff as well, but it's a lot more work, and I'm spending a lot more time studying than I would be at this point in the semester in Cardiff, if that makes sense. Which is interesting, because yeah, I feel like I definitely have more free time in Cardiff. I've got exactly the same number of teaching hours here as I do at home, but the rest of my time is literally full with doing essays and readings, and on like in one of my classes we have to come up with the essay questions ourselves, which is something that we have the opportunity to do in Cardiff, but I've never done it because I feel like I think better when I'm given a question and I can think in terms of that, rather than seeing the material and then thinking of my own question. It's kind of like abstract for me. But at the same time it's really good, because it means that we're gonna know, I haven't got any of my essays back yet, but it means that once we get them back you kind of know where you're situated throughout the year. So I've already got one quiz back, and like the quizzes, I mean, I say this having only done one, but the one I did was really, really straightforward, and it was basically just testing that you've been paying attention in class and been paying attention to the readings. Like, I got 100% in it, which I've not got 100% on anything ever, and especially not in the UK. Like, to get a 2-1, which is a good grade, you need like 60%, whereas here, like, a good grade is like in the A's, and you need like 90%, which is really high for me. Like, I feel like that's very high. But at the same time, in one of my classes I'm getting 20% just for showing up and participating in class, and then in one of my other classes I'm getting 10% for showing up and like speaking in class. So it's kind of different how they like grade things. But hopefully the fact that there's more consistent grading throughout the term means that I'll do better, because I'll know where I'm like situated, and I'll know what I need to improve on, rather than just having one big thing at the end of term that is like the whole of your grade like we do at home. And the other thing that's really different as well here is that in dorms we don't have our own kitchen, which means we have to go to like the cafeteria and get food from there. But there's lots of different stations, which is good, so you can like, you don't have to have the same thing every night. And also we have a fridge in our room, so I've been just buying cereal and like milk to have breakfast in my room, because there's no way I'm getting up early enough to go to the cafeteria to buy myself breakfast. The other thing that's very different from Cardiff dorms as well is that we're in shared bathrooms. So I know that some Cardiff dorms have this, but there's probably about 100 people, 100 girls on my floor. I'm on an all girls floor. And we all have to share a bathroom, and there's 6 showers and 6 toilets. And honestly, I thought that was going to be an issue with so many people, especially because the international orientation started earlier than freshman orientation, which meant there was only like 10 of us on the floor. So I thought that once everyone was here, it was going to be really difficult to get in the shower when you wanted and like have a loo free when you wanted, but it's actually been fine, and there's normally like at least half of them free, if not more. I'm trying to think of everything else that's kind of like different. Other than that, I'd say the main difference between here and Cardiff is definitely the weather. It's been like sunny every day here, and it's been like at least 25 degrees every day. But the one downside to, I love LA, but the one downside to LA is that you definitely need access to a car if you want to explore the whole place, because the public transport system just isn't that linked up and isn't like that great. Like we went to Griffith Observatory in the Greek Theatre on Saturday, and if you were to drive there it would have taken like an hour, but because we got public transport it took us over 2 hours. Like we got buses and the metro, but you know, like it's doable. Like that was, we were going to see a concert and we like made a day of it, but I definitely think it's like beneficial to like have a car, have access to a car. Like I am going to get this thing called Zipcar, where you can basically just hire a car for an hour so you can like go do like shopping or something. But the one good thing is that the university has loads of like free transport. So there's like 2 different shuttle buses that go to different places and that are really frequent. And yeah, if you did want to get like the bus that you pay for, it's like right outside the university as well. And like if the public transport is going to where you want it to go, like it's really cheap, like it's far cheaper than London. But yeah, I feel like I'm struggling to think of like what's different. Like I know there's loads of things that are different because I keep saying it, but I can't think of everything right now. So I think I'm going to leave this here for today. But if you have any questions about the differences between like UK and US universities, then please leave a comment down below, or send me a message on Instagram. My Instagram and my Twitter are also linked down below, so you can give me a follow on those. It means the world to me. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'm definitely going to be doing more like study abroad in America content. I'm just in the process of kind of planning what I want to do at the moment. So definitely subscribe if you want to see that. Drop me any like videos you want to see down below, and I will see you in my next video.